Hello everybody and welcome back to more Sonic Advance 2 Emerald Hunt, and we are doing Techno base. Like with a lot of the stages recently, I'm doing the Act 2 version. Partially because, I'm still not sure how the emeralds actually save, and I want to be able to get through the boss really quickly. And since I do Cream last, well, yeah. Which actually has nothing to do with why I do her last. It was just a happy accident. But yeah, I keep wanting to call this place Gene Gadget. That's Sonic 3D Blast. I don't know why I'm thinking of that, but I guess they're both technically themed. Anyway, this is probably the hardest one to get them all in since Music Plant, and it's debatably just as bad. So we finally caught up to Music Plant. And unfortunately, Act 1's not any better. So I looked at maps over both of them, because this one was actually irritating me to try to get them all for a while. It's really hard to follow on a map too, as I'm sure you can imagine. It took me a good while. It's not the worst once you figure it out. Like, as you can see, I already got the first 4 in under a minute. The 5th one is going to be coming up real soon. This one's kind of tricky though. You have to slow down and jump. There. And the 6th one can be kind of easy to miss too. Actually, some of the 7th one, kind of think of it. Like, 5 through 7 are just dangerous spots all around. Yeah, this is why 6 is easy to miss. You have to take the lower route, which is very not what we've been doing. Yes, you have to miss that green path too. But if it's showing up, you have to wait for it to despawn. And there's number 6. Thankfully, number 7's not nearly as bad. You just gotta go down this rail. It's still easy to miss, but as long as you go down it, you're fine. This spot, I think I lost more than a few runs to that one spot. It's so easy to die there. It's like, thankfully they put that platform there for you to land on, but ugh. Anyway, that was Sonic's Techno base. If you're only interested in seeing the Emerald portion this point on, I guess it skipped around 8.5 minutes. But I want to show all the characters because I want to show that I did it as everybody. I don't want there to be any room for doubt. Besides, like I said before, if I used that as an easy out, then I'd get an easy out for all the other stuff too. Like, I could just say I did all the stories in Shadow the Hedgehog without actually showing it, and somehow I feel like you'd feel a little cheated by that. So, no. I'm showing everything. Thankfully, Knuckles plays very similarly to Sonic when it comes to these. It's just, he's a little more forgiving. So, like, because I actually play these in the same order that you're seeing them, the Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Cream. Well, because of that, I get a little more practice. Not just because, I played a Sonic. Works out that way. It's nice. I think I was going off the sound. I noticed that in an earlier video. Oh, that was kind of funky. Yeah, remember what I said before? Like, I gotta wait for that to go away. You cannot take that top route. You end up on a totally different route, and it's not what we want. You end up missing number 6 if you do. And that's why that one can be easy to miss. You just tend not to think about those, and well, before you know it. Also, that spike, yeah, I did a lot. Also, I was very paranoid by this point. Because, like, I know you don't see it, but I think I was probably about 2 hours into my recording sessions by this point. Granted, it is worth mentioning, too, that a lot of that is the Emerald from Sonic. Because, yeah, this Emerald's not fun. It has that in common with Music Plant, too. It's, this is probably the worst Emerald so far. But we'll get to that in a few minutes. For now, still gotta show off all the remaining, going through the stages and all that fun stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get all these. Third verse sings the first. Get the idea. Just gotta get a little further in, and that is number. Yes, 3. Okay. Sorry, I don't have a lot to add here. It's just by the time you're 3 in, it's hard to commentate over the same thing we've already seen. It's just it's part of why I was talking about doing Zone 7 live. Which I'm feeling more and more like I'm gonna do that. And by more and more, I think, yeah, expect it. Which, if I do end up doing live, the format's gonna change for that one video, because since I'm doing it live, it wouldn't really make sense for me to have the emeralds in a different part of the video than the actual stage. So it would be Sonic stage and Sonic Emerald, and Knuckles stage, Knuckles Emerald. Tails stage, Tails stage, Tails Emerald, and Cream stage, Cream Emerald. Which debatably makes more sense anyway, because that's how I'm actually playing it. It's just... it's gonna be different from how these videos are structured. Also, you know, live commentary, so... hopefully there won't be quite as many dud moments where it's like, I don't know what to talk about, because... oh. I'm just really glad the stage is almost over for me. But this background still bugs me. It's so hard to tell what I'm supposed to be looking at. Like, playing it so much, I'm getting better at it, but it's... this was not a well-designed background. They should have just kept it black like this. That would have been fine. It's when all the colors start popping in where it's like, sensory overload, please send help. I don't want to look at this anymore. Yeah, that's, thankfully you shouldn't have to worry about anymore. It's, I grab it again, and the, I don't even know I'm gonna make the thumbnail. This one's like, probably isn't gonna go with that enemy. It's like basically the only definitive enemy this level has is that or the birds, and the bird's just hard to get a frame of. I've already gone with all the character close-ups. There was a point where I was actually considering the springs because I was that tapped. It was just like, what do I do? Like, can I use the spring? Maybe I can use one of the spikes. A ring. How about a ring? A wall. Which, I joke about the wall thing, but I actually did it once back in SA2, if you remember. I think it was Route 280. Either Route 280 or 101, one of those. Because I figured since there's no big in that level, I would just go with the biggest obstacle, and... yeah, it's definitely the walls. Stupid jump. But yeah, there we go. That's all the stage run-throughs. Now onto the emeralds. The emeralds are not fun. This is, like I said back at Sonic, probably the worst one since Music Plant. Just, you know, the worst part is, I recorded this Friday night. Or like the footage Friday night. It is now Monday morning, or well, morning, 11:58 morning, technically. And, yeah, I still remember every layout of these rooms. Like, I don't have a super good memory for this sort of thing. It's just, I played through it so many times. And I never really optimized anything. It's just... ugh. And if you're wondering why I waited a few days, it's because it's just easier for me to record things on weekdays. Like, I make an exception of the cyber races, I do those on Saturday, but otherwise I just prefer not doing those things. much easier, less factors to run through, yada yada yada. If you've watched my Yogurt content, you know exactly why I don't. Okay. It's a long story I don't want to get into here. I guess the short answer is family, but that really undervalues a lot of it. But I do have a reason. Yeah, there we go. Got him all Sonic. Not a lot to cut out there, but still figured, hey, you're gonna want whatever time cutout you can get, right? And there we go. That's 6 emeralds to Sonic. He just needs Eggtopia. And now we're gonna do the same thing as Knuckles. And also, like I've been doing for the last several of these, I'm using keyboard controls on this one because it's just so much easier. Maybe I could have gotten used to the PS4 controller for this, but I don't know. When it's an immediate improvement to switch from one to the other, there's something to be said about it. Honestly, I probably could have just gone the whole recording session with this keyboard, but I didn't want to have to relearn the game entirely. And since these are relatively simple, it wasn't that big a deal, but oh yeah, we're at 170 already. I can also see the timeline. I know that Knuckles actually takes roughly the same amount of time as Sonic did. Like, he was a little shorter, I think, but not by much. And I completely messed that jump up. I am terrible at games. But you should know that already. It's miracle I made it this far, really. Yeah, there we go. We are at 280, not 290. Just, yeah, a little faster, but roughly the same speed as Sonic. There we go. 2 down, 2 to go. You get all that jazz by now. Alright, time for Tails. And yeah. I don't know why I went for that left ring. It's literally just less rings. And yes, that one thing threw me off because I played this so many times. I mentioned before how it had been roughly 3 hours of recording time by the time I got to playing as Knuckles. This stage is why. I think this might be the first one so far where there just straight up isn't enough rings. You need the combo count. You're not going to make it otherwise. And they're so sporadically placed. It's so hard. It doesn't look that bad, but in factoring how the characters control, yeah, it's... This is one of the first things in the game I would say feels like it belongs in an arcade. And that's not necessarily a good thing. I'd say it feels like it's trying to nickel and dime you by being really unfair. Kind of thing. So yeah, Tails took a little bit longer. I can't even tell if I actually cut his or not. I know I didn't cut Cream because I even edited this video a few days ago. It's just I haven't had the chance to commentate it because, again, reasons. Oh yeah. Tails is about to be in a VP real fast. I'm not remember how it... Oh yeah, that's how it happened. I got lucky with a combo. Yeah, I went from 250 to 290 in one run through. But okay. Yeah. So now it's just Cream. So I'm trying to listen for the sound effect delay. So I know it's there, and I don't know what's causing it. What's even more baffling, it only seems to be on this game. I don't think I have this issue on any of the Yoga stuff, even though I'm using the same emulator for a different game on there. And I might just leave it be considering how close I am to the end of the game, but I've got a lot of GBA Sonic games I gotta get through after this. And if it applies to all of them, that could be a problem. Like, because there's Pinball Party next, and there's Sonic Advance 3 and Sonic Battle in the future. Battle in particular is going to be a time sink. That game was the closest the franchise ever got to an RPG before, you know, the actual RPG, and debatably it's still more of an RPG. Yeah, had a really strong start, and now basically a minute of floundering around, desperately trying to grab whatever ranks I can find, because welcome to this stage. Ugh. Well, you got 15 rings, that was nice, and now we just gotta go a little bit more. Come on, 21 rings! Like, I know I finished it because that was recording, but still. Yeah, we're just about done, so I'm just going to do our little wrap-up thing now. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time for New Egg Utopia. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better when I actually do that one, because, yeah, if you can't tell from my voice, I'm feeling a little bit sick. So that happens to be recording in January. See y'all then, bye.